Whatty Nerdigans, this is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's hashtag Nerdigan vlog is a video that is way overdue, and that is an update for the Nerdigans Inc. Patreon. Now, how I'm gonna do this is I'm gonna give you like an update on what the situation is at Struggle Apartment Studios and what's coming up for Nerdigans Inc. Like some of the projects that I'm working on, and also I'll probably have to explain why you should donate to Nerdigans Inc. as well, and I'll probably explain some of the benefits. I'll add a little bit more to the benefits as well. So for those that don't know a little bit of the history of Nerdigans Inc., I'll mention that as well. But here's the situation at Struggle Apartment Studios. So due to this crazy situation with the IRS and not getting my transcripts to my school on time, I haven't been able to get my financial aid. So the struggle is over 9,000 at Struggle Apartment Studios. And this is especially in regards to my rent, and I've mentioned this before. So yeah, I definitely need donations for my rent so I could actually keep recording here. That's kind of a problem. Another thing that's going on, and I'm fighting my complex right now, is they're trying to raise my rent by $100 or close to $100 and charge me for utilities. And I've been at Struggle Apartment Studios for close to 3 years now, or it's almost 4 years, or wait, yeah, it's 3 years now. And yeah, this complex has not treated me very well. This complex has been a pain in my ass, part of my language, but I'm dealing with the director of the complex themselves. So I'm trying to keep my rent as low as possible. I'm still working at the struggle job, and it's barely keeping me afloat. So I can't do a lot of the projects I want to do. So anyway, now I'll get that's my situation. And then I also have to get my car fixed. So yeah. And I don't have money to do that. It's just the struggle, as I said, the struggle is really extremely real at Struggle Apartment Studios. I gotta get my car fixed. I gotta get it smogged. It's just really crazy. I barely have enough money for food. I'm just lucky that when my dad comes to visit, or when I go visit my mom, they take me grocery shopping. I'm just extremely lucky on that. And my healthcare costs are going up. It really fucking sucks. But anyway, so let me give you the brief history of Nerdigans Inc. So, originally, this was a booktubing channel, surprisingly. Yeah, this was originally a booktubing channel, and you could see on my original Patreon video for Nerdigans Inc. that this was going to be a booktubing channel. But what happened was I noticed that there wasn't a lot of views going on, and also I was also doing this for the authors, because a lot of the authors that I was covering, they actually follow me on Twitter. So it was an obligation for them as well. But also, if it wasn't for getting pissed off at a book, I wouldn't have started doing YouTube. So you could thank booktubing for that. In regards to book Nerdigans, I still want to do it. I'm not doing it as much, as you could tell. What happened was I realized, you know what? I just don't have enough time for it, because what happens with me, and because school was getting really, really bad for me, it's just that with book Nerdigans, it's really hard, because what I have to do is I have to write notes as I'm reading the book. So yeah, I'm a fast reader, but shit, it's a lot of work. And at the same time, when I'm studying for exams, if I'm reading a book, then it's really hard for me to study versus like say manga. If I'm reading a manga, for some reason I could still study and retain everything when I'm reading a manga versus when I'm reading a book. I think it has something to do with the fact that because manga is a Japanese comic and there's images, I don't have to use my imagination as much, and my brain's not working overtime compared to like a book. So I think that's why it has to. That's why, but then I realized, you know what? If I want my channel to grow, then you know what? I probably should just read a whole bunch of manga, because I noticed like my Bleach. I noticed because I was doing. I started doing manga Nerdigan live reactions for Fairy Tail and Bleach. Noticed they were getting a lot more views. I was like thinking, you know what? Maybe I should just read a whole bunch of manga and start doing live reactions for manga chapters and see where it goes. And that way I have content and look at my wall. Look at my wall now. Since my first Patreon video, there's so much stuff on my wall now. It's unfreaking believable how much stuff is on my wall. It is just crazy how much my channel has grown ever since I started doing manga Nerdigan live reactions. I have so much manga in the manga Nerdigan lineup. It is crazy. I have the popular mangas, of course, like One Piece, which surprisingly doesn't get a lot of views. I would say the manga that gets the most views are the mangas that get the most views, I would say, are Attack on Titan and One Punch Man. After that, it varies depending on certain chapters and when I get them out. I try to get them out the day they come out, and I try to get them out before other manga reviewers like Chibi Reviews and For Never World. But some chapters, like some will get like 300 views, but definitely Attack on Titan and One Punch Man are my most popular. I'm hoping JoJo's Bizarre Adventure takes off, because I love JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I'm sad that like some like Magi aren't taking off as much, because Magi, and especially I cover both Labyrinth of Magic and Sinbad and Boken. I'm sad that they're not taking off as much, because they're really good mangas. I cover a lot of underrated mangas like Haikyuu. I guess people just enjoy watching anime more than reading the manga. Like, I don't understand. But yeah, and I cover like Ao no Exorcist. I did cover Akame ga Kiru. Akame ga Kiru ended. But yeah, right now, as of this recording, I'm in the middle of a binge read of Detective Conan. Oh my god, it's really good, but I don't know why the hell I thought that binge reading a 986, as of this recording, 986 chapter manga was a good idea. I didn't know. I just didn't know why that was a good idea. But it's popular according to the Japanese rankings. I go based off of the Japanese rankings on how I select the manga. That's just how I do it. But yeah, I'm adding Detective Conan, and after I'm done with my Detective Conan binge read, I'm going to be catching up with Pokemon Adventures manga. After that, I have plans on reading Golden Kamui, because I heard that's really good, and I'm kind of thinking about reading Giant Killing, because a lot of people said that's good as well. If you guys have any recommendations for manga, I'm thinking about putting as a reward, if you donate a certain amount of money, then then I will read a manga that you guys recommend. I'm really kicking myself that I didn't do manga Nerdigan live reactions for The God of High School, because that manga is just so fucking good. Even though it's a Korean manga, it is really, really good. What's the other thing? Okay, so let me explain. Okay, for Anime Nerdigans, I gotta explain that stuff. So I was doing Blue Exorcist, but that anime is really pissing me off. It really is. And plus, I'm not getting a lot of views on it like I was for Sailor Moon Crystal. Sailor Moon Crystal, I was getting a lot of views for it. So I was like, okay, I'm getting a lot of views for it. I could put myself through the torture. Actually, you know what? Sailor Moon Crystal wasn't as bad for a manga to anime adaptation. But, because what I do, and it takes, a half-hour episode will take, depending on how off it is compared to the manga, because I have the manga in front of me while I'm watching the anime episode. It will take anywhere between an hour to 2 hours. Sometimes it is a pain in the ass. I am telling you right now. The anime I'm planning on covering this year, part of me still wants to do Ao no Exorcist just because it's my ADHD that wants me to do it. But I really don't want to do it at the same time. Also, I'm gonna definitely be covering Attack on Titan Season 2. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully I'm not disappointed by you, Attack on Titan Season 2. I'm definitely I'm scared about Black Clover. I'm really scared. I hope they don't screw up Black Clover, because Studio Period is doing Black Clover. I'm fucking scared about Black Clover. I'm really scared that they're going to screw it up. I'm definitely covering One Punch Man for sure. I love the One Punch Man manga, obviously, so I have to cover it. What's the other one that I was thinking of covering? Crap. Ugh. I can't think of it off the top of my head. Crap. There was another anime I was thinking about covering as well. Now I remember. My Hero Academia I'm definitely covering, and I think Shokugeki no Soma is coming out this year as well. If it is, I'm definitely covering it, because any of the manga that I cover in my Manga Nerdigan lineup, I definitely will cover the anime for it. Something else I probably should mention, and this is what I put in my Amazon wish list, but I will definitely use some of the donations for it. Something that I do, especially with Dragon Ball Super, and Attack on Titan, and I think those are the two that I just do it with right now. Because I have, as you can see on my wall, I have the plushies. Well, you can't see my Future Trunks one that I have up there, because my compared to my other laptop, my screen's a little bit smaller. But and I have a Levi plushie that you can't see, but you'll see it in the videos that I do for the live reaction. But I really want to get more anime plushies, so that way I could do live reactions with the plushies, and to make it more fun. Like, for example, for Magi, I would love to get a Judar plushie. I have an eye on it. I see it. It's beautiful. It's adorable. I want to hug it and squeeze it to death. It's so goddamn cute. It is really adorable. For Tokyo Ghoul Ri, I'd love to get either a Kaneki or what's the other one? Or a Tsukishima plushie, because I love them. I really do. Or hell, who's the other one? Or a Suzuya plushie, because I'm really starting to fall in love with Suzuya. And what's the other one I'm thinking of off the top of my head? Crap. Oh, and I would love, for like Boku no Hero Academia, that's another example. I'd love to get a Bakugo plushie. I really, really would. But like, but they're those are actually not expensive. The ones that are expensive, I think they're like $15. I have to add them to my Amazon wish list. But the Judar one is there. I have to add the Bakugo, and the other one's there. But the thing that is really frustrating, I'd love to get more action figures. That'd be cool to have on my wall. Something that's really frustrating is like some of the plushies themselves are super expensive. Like, I wanted to get a Killua plushie for when Hunter x Hunter comes back, or a Kurapika plushie, because I love Killua. Killua is my favorite character from Hunter x Hunter. Kahlua and Kurapika are my favorite characters. I don't have anything Kurapika yet because it's a pain in the ass to find anything Kurapika that's reasonably priced. But they're freaking expensive as hell. It's just like, but yeah, that's some of the stuff. Add for some of the stuff I want to get with donations for manga Nerdigans, and heck, if I get to during anime Nerdigans, I'll probably, especially for Attack on Titan, I will definitely use definitely use my plush, my Levi and my baby, my Armin plushie for sure. Yes, I will. Also, if there's an anime you want me to cover as well that's coming up, because I'm really anal about how I cover anime. I gotta cover it from the beginning. Maybe with the exception of Detective Conan. Like, I'm starting to think maybe after I'm caught up with Detective Conan, I might start covering the anime as well. I'm thinking about it. I'm really thinking about it. If there's an anime you want me to cover, if you donate to the Nerdigans Inc. Patreon, I will definitely cover it. I will add it to the rewards, because after this recording, I'm going to be updating everything on the updating everything on the Patreon. What was the other thing I was thinking? Oh, so the other thing that I want to do for Nerdigans Inc. expansion is for the video game Nerdigan stuff. So for those of you that don't know, one of my subscribers donated a PlayStation 4 and an extra controller. Yeah, I have a PlayStation 4 and an extra controller. One of my other Nerdigans donated Final Fantasy Type 0 HD, and because I run a couple of podcasts for Tommy Sotomayor, I got some extra spending money, and I have games for my PS4, and I also have a headset. But the thing that I was starting to realize, because I tried streaming before on my YouTube channel, and I'm thinking, and I want to stream on Twitch, because I've noticed, even though Twitch, you can't monetize, even though I really want to monetize. And I hate Twitch because of the lag. Something I noticed on Twitch, and this is why I kind of want to stream on Twitch a little bit more, I noticed there's a lot more manga fans on Twitch. So I'm figuring out days for streaming, but the thing that I'm concerned about, and this is why I've been putting it off, is I'm thinking it might be better if I have a PlayStation Eye, so that way you Nerdigans can see my reaction to it. So that's on my Amazon wish list. I will add it to the Patreon as well. So yeah, so because I figured you guys would want to see my reaction to that as well. What I want to do with the live streams is I want to do like a regular have a set day, like I want to do weekly live streams. I want to do weekly live streams, video game live streams. I'm probably going to do I want to do more World of Final Fantasy. Which I do have. I love it. I just want to beat this one boss and get past this one boss, and then I'll definitely start definitely, I'm thinking about starting to stream that. And then either that, or I'm just gonna say screw it and just start with Star Ocean, because I really want to play Star Ocean. I do have Xenoverse 2 as well, but with Xenoverse 2, I kind of want to get through it a little bit more. Get through it because I haven't started it yet. But once I get through, like with Xenoverse 2, especially once I beat it, or get to a certain level, I definitely want to do some online play with you guys. If you got Nerdigans want to donate games to me, please. I'd love to get more games for my PS4, especially the new Tales games, like Tales of Berseria. I really want it. The other thing I would definitely love, on the Nintendo front, because I'm a huge Nintendo nerd, as you can tell, I am wearing the Mario shirt, and I have Zelda posters. I really want a Nintendo Switch, because I really want to stream stuff from there. I really do, because I could do more with I just really want the Nintendo Switch, but because of my situation, I can't do it. It really sucks. I really want a Nintendo Switch so fucking mad. I really do, but I'm broke. I can't get it. Because what I would love to do, I really want that in Zelda Breath of the Wild. I really do. Oh, and a PS4 game that I really want, and I've been waiting since I first saw it at E3, and I think this was in 2000... Shit. I think it was in 2008 or 2009. Is The Last Guardian, and I haven't been able to get it because I'm so poor. And Final Fantasy 15, I really, if someone donates those games to me, I will love you forever. I swear to God, I really will. I'm not begging. I just can't afford this crap. I am being honest with you, Nerdigans, right now. And before I forget, I want to thank one of my subscribers who actually, if you've noticed, my channel went through a makeover with the background cover, with my YouTube cover, and my Twitter went through a makeover too, as well, with my cover. One of my subscribers made that for me, and my Patreon went through a makeover as well. So you can thank one of my subscribers made that for me. Thank you very much for making that, because now my page looks so goddamn cool. That was another reason why I was delaying it. My streams, because especially on YouTube, because I want to see I wanted to have that cool background. The other thing, before I forget, something else I want to mention during the live streams, I want to talk about manga during my live streams. I'm gonna have topics, and something I want to do, I was doing Manga Nerdigan podcasts. I definitely want to do those again, and that's when all of us as manga fans get together and talk about the weekly manga chapters. But there's another kind of live stream I want to do, especially with mangas like Magi and Attack on Titan, and I don't know if I want to do it with One Punch Man as much, but I definitely, actually, I kind of want to do maybe a One Punch Man, and do like a debate between the original one and the current one, or the and the reboot, because like I figured that would be fun, and all of us manga fans get together and talk about it, and I really just feel like we should have that, because there's really, besides the comment section in YouTube videos, we really have no place to talk about it. So anyway, I really want to know from you guys and from my subscribers or anyone new to the channel, what can I do to make the channel better? I really want to know. I'm learning how, I gotta learn how to do editing, because for those that don't know, I do all my shit in one take. I really want to learn how, people were saying I should have the manga page up, but I that would be a pain in the butt to do, and I really don't want to have to deal with DMCA, because that would freaking suck. But anyway, let me know what you guys want me to do to make this channel better, because I want to have content here every day. With my work schedule and with my podcast, I'm trying to figure out my other podcast schedule. I really want to make this channel amazing. I want to trademark Nerdigans Inc. That's another thing I want to do as well. Let me know your thoughts either in YouTube in the comments section below, or let me know on, if you're on Patreon, let me know on there. As soon as I hit maybe 1,000 subscribers, I'll start doing private videos as well, for Patreon exclusive videos. And also, I am still looking for sponsors. If you want to sponsor Nerdigans Inc., please tell me. I really would love a sponsor. That would be awesome. Anyway, remember to like, comment, and share and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. And especially if you love what I'm doing here, I love the feedback. Unless you're a troll, then go to hell. Also, like, seriously, if you please help with struggle. The struggle is real. Help with Struggle Apartment Studios. Donate to the Patreon. Purchase something off the Amazon, Nerdigans Inc. Amazon wishlist. Both links are in the description box below if you're on YouTube. I'll figure out how to add it to Patreon as well. Make sure you follow my Twitch channel, follow me on Twitter, and friend me on PlayStation Network. Everything's in the description box below. And until next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later.